thinking that I was just gonna sit back and take your crap one more time, man. What do you think you are? You ain't nothing special to me, man. You're a piece of flesh. When I step into the ring, I look at that man across the ring from me. I say, well, now, that's my dinner. That's my meal. That's my meal ticket, you see. But what I've been living on just don't fill me up, Hulk Hogan. So I gotta have a little bit more. I gotta...
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Dreamcatcher's Roleplay Farming. This is Riverbend Spring Season 1, Episode 1. We'll more likely just call it DCRP Farming Riverbend Spring. Just to shorten it down for the tongue. But yeah, this is going to be a kind of proper roleplay-esque series here on Farming Sim 25. Of course, again, the Riverbend Spring map I have right now on with Hannah, also playing as Mike here in Farming Sim or Riverbend. You guys, or I guess we should call just DCRP Farming. So yeah, we are both doing our own farms, so you will see that it's just going to be me working on this farm. Mike has a farm up the road. We've been on calls back and forth, but yeah, we just got the field in front of us harvested. We're actually going to be doing some grass. We're going to be focusing on grass, sheep, that kind of stuff. We'll be, as you guys can tell, working into the bio deal, so we'll be working on putting grass clippings that we're not belling into the into this, but we have to turn it into something. My brain's not working. It's 4:11. We've been cranking right now to get this going, but we will turn this into silage. There it is. So we don't have sheep quite yet, but we do have the ability for sheep. I am going to try to get sheep as quickly as possible, but right now I don't have the ability to get grass because this used to be a field. If you guys know anything about this map, there used to be a field here. I ended up taking the... Actually, I can turn the map back on, but I took 65, or the little farm at 65. So 66 used to be a farm. I ended up turning it into grass to put my factory stuff. So yeah, I've got a pretty dang good loan. Almost a mil. I cannot borrow anymore. The bank has completely cut me off. So it's not looking good, as I kind of screwed myself over because I needed to harvest this, so I had to lease the equipment for this. I had a trailer. I had bought the trailer being stupid, so that really screwed me over. I had a smaller tractor. I had to move up to a large one for my seeder that I am hopefully going to be getting this episode with the help of Mike, because we've been talking with having him pull a little bit of a loan out and allowing me to have that loan, because my bank has cut me off, but I've been working out a plan where once I get some sheep going, I will repay him by way of wool. I will, he has a farm plot over there as well that needs to be planted as well, so I'll plant his field for him, and I'll help him tend to his grass over there. So it's gonna be a interesting plan. I hope here when I can get over there. I actually probably should get on the road while I'm talking with you guys. And yes, we're gonna be grabbing the fin, because I also didn't buy myself a car because I'm smart. But we're gonna get on the road and go grab Mike. Hopefully he's home, because if he's not home, I am going to be a very, very sad panda. So yeah, it's just gonna be kind of one of those days where we are gonna just kind of cruise and try to get up to his place in a quick fashion. It'll be nice to see Mike. I have not seen the poor lad for a good while. I know that he is up north. There's only really one farm up this way, and it turns out that it's Mike. Don't believe that's it. Could have swore it was up on the hills a little bit. I'll know once I pass the market, which that's it right there. So he should just be right up here on, I think it's this hill. Yeah, that will be his. I think this is this drive hill. Yeah, you don't say. Let's go see. He's got some stuff over here. Maybe he's over here. A nice little forge. Alright, we'll park the tractor up right here. I don't want to go destroy his property. Of course, he's on the motorcycle. Hi, Mike.
Oh,
What's it been, big dog?
as fun.
Aye. Doesn't it? Really? So we've been on the phone with each other the last few weeks.
Yep.
So are you still interested in helping a brother out?
Yeah.
Because yeah, I need a little bit of money, my friend.
All right. Not
'Cause
much.
you're not gonna like me after I say this.
Mm.
Um, so for the cedar that I've been eyeing at the dealership, I'm short about $320,000.
All right.
So, like I said over the phone the other night, I'm definitely not opposed to coming over here and helping you out. Of course, I've got a fairly decent tractor, uh, but yeah, I see the farm over there is not planted either, so it looks like
Yep.
you're doing some silage as well.
Yep. That's why I got a large one.
Yeah, so I mean, if it doesn't look like you've got grass over there yet, so if you need someone to do some grass over there for you, I can always plop some grass down for you.
Yeah. It's actually when I got this land, it actually was carrots were growing in there.
Oh God.
Yeah.
See, I feel a little bit luckier because my last harvest that I did over there, before I started swapping over to this gas crap, was sorghum.
Hmm.
So a little bit
Yeah,
easier.
you were lucky.
But yeah, no, I thought I had a little bit more in the bank, so I started swapping everything over from the normal harvest, the harvester and having a grain trailer, all that. And yeah, the factories and all that shit, man, it's a lot more expensive than I had originally anticipated. So I kind of put myself under a lot. That and on top of other loans, I got into the bank and they're like, no, we can't give you more loans. And I'm just like, well, crap.
Alright.
So,
Let me go into the house and get my checkbook for you.
alrighty, bud. Appreciate it. Mm, good lad, Mike. Looks like he's got a pretty good looking motorcycle right here. You lost over there, Mike.
Yeah, I was.
Taking a look at the motorcycle. Looks very nice.
Yeah, that should be transferred over to you.
Well, let me take a look at my phone. Let me see there. Balance. Yep, cool. Yeah, it's hit the bank already. Cool. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Now I get to go and try to go buy seed fertilizer and all that. And I'll swing back up. Are you gonna be around here for the day, or you going down to
Yeah,
town, or
nah, I'll be around here. Have you
already?
seen all my stuff what I have here?
I actually swung through, but yeah, no, I didn't really take a peek around, but I saw the forage car or the forage trailer over here.
Yeah, I have one tractor tucked away for that.
Oh, nice. Got yourself a pretty good looking mower there too.
Yep.
A little bit nicer than mine. Actually, we might have the same mower. Actually, maybe. What kind of tractor are we looking at? A little Fendt. Okay. Very nice. Did
How's
you?
that power wash yesterday?
Yeah, I noticed the power washer. I thought my fucking cousin left his, but he took it with a lot of the crap there, so it is what it is.
Yep.
Did you see what I rolled up on?
Yeah, seen it.
It's a tower of a unit.
Yep. Yeah, they left me with a lot of buildings to deal with.
Yeah, I noticed the tunnel or the cover. I don't even know what you'd want to call that. Missile silo? That thing's
Right.
neat.
You have one over there too.
Oh, really? Hey,
Yeah.
you got a lot left with a lot of crap.
Yeah.
So, I heard that you just recently moved in, what, 2-3 months ago now?
Yeah, we did.
That's been, what, 3? No, guy, it's been way longer than 3 years. Fuck, 10, 12 years since we've really last spoke?
Yeah.
Fuck, back in fucking Sandy Shores.
Yep.
How times have changed for the both of us, huh?
Aye.
Fucking whatever happened to Sean?
I don't know what happened to Sean.
Shit. Well, hopefully he's
I think
alright.
he went. I think he has went our ways.
Well, hopefully he's keeping himself safe. But anyway, I am gonna swing by the shop so I can get back here and get that done for you.
Yep.
But yeah, like I said, man, I really appreciate it. I'll, like I said, do whatever I can to float some either wool your way, or I'll possibly even dump some grass over in your silage pit.
Yep.
Just kind of whatever. And then yeah, I'll keep a eye on your grass and your field until you can get yourself acquainted with some gear.
Yep.
But alrighty, brother. Well, I appreciate it once again.
Careful.
Yeah, have a good one.
Good day.
Good, good lad. I haven't seen him in a hot minute, but yeah, I got word just a few weeks ago that he was a new farmer had come this way, and few people had said that they had ran into him down in the city. His name was Mike, and they really didn't know anything really about him, so I asked them, hey, well, by any chance did you catch where he was from? And they're like, nope. And I'm like, well, do you know where he's at? And they're like, yeah, he's over in the north. And I'm just like, well, okay, well, I'll have to poke around the phone book and figure out who this Mike is. So, gonna take the ferry over. Yeah, a little bit of a time-saving deal right here. Fairly nice to be able to just take this over and across, and I'll taking it back across when I have my stuff with me. So hopefully I didn't screw myself too bad when it comes to seed and that kind of stuff. Hopefully I have a little bit of extra money to be able to play around with grabbing seed, fertilizer, and all of that stuff I'm going to need. A little hiccup there. You'll see that a good bit around here. So yeah, let's jump in here. I think all their stuff is tucked up in there. Big ass bays that they've got there. They've tucked everything in there. I swear it's like built to order. We'll use this guy. This is a non-modded, so this guy will work. Do not tell me I have to load these. Please no. Okay, thank God. It just likes the bags more. That's okay. I don't mind. I don't mind a picky equipment. I can be picky every now and then too, so that is fine. Actually, did we get the best for our buck? That's 15 meter. But then I have to plow and all of that, which I don't want to necessarily do right now because I don't have the money for a cultivator. So we'll use this for this season or for this rotation. And once we get some money in pocket, then we will go and do the nicer weeder or cedar, not weeder, but cedar. That's the order I wanted. Okay. Oh god. Ah! Tony Hawk. Oh my gosh, she is she does not like having something attached. Alrighty. Seven mile per hour versus 12. But this is doing fertilizer as well. I am so upset that this is not working. So upset. Oh well. It is what it is. We've got something that will work. So I'll be grateful that it will work. So we have an issue.
What?
So that big seed hawk seeder that we had, it won't work.
Alright.
So it's supposed to take fertilizer and seed in the front portion of it because it's a two-part deal. Well, unlike the one that I've got attached right now, the front tanks, basically is what it is, will only take seed or fertilizer at one time.
Alright.
So, ended up having to buy something different, but it does basically the exact same thing, just it's the stock game. So,
Alright.
or stock world, not imported. But anyway, just wanted to let you know that job's still gonna get done. It's just a little bit different.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, I'll see you around, bud.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so happy I could go through the sign. Man, we're pulling up this hill, and this is a pretty good hill to be going up. Bees! Oh god, there's a turn there. In all honesty, I'm not too mad. I've still got my tract pull along, so I really can't be too displeased with what we got, thanks to a little assistance by Mr. Mike over here. But yeah, let's go grab his little plot of land. It shouldn't take too long to get going. He's in a smaller version of what I'm in. I just realized a lot of you guys have probably been screaming at your screen, he's got the same one, just the smaller. I didn't realize, okay? I do apologize. Alright, so this is still here. Yeah, it looks like some little carrots didn't get picked up here, so it's definitely gotta be his. No field detected. Why no? No line. Why? Why no? No field detected for... How are you not seeing this field? I am set. Okay. It is what it is. We'll do it by hand. That is Are you okay with me? We'll just be mindful of you need to add me to the farm, cough cough. This is why I couldn't find it. He needs to. Alright, cool. Now we can see the field now that we are actually permitted to be on Setland. Alright. Cool. Do some solid fertilizer for him. We'll get his yield, but I want to do this long stretch here. We'll jump back to the field to see if she's looking good. The last thing I want is these not to be planted fully. Don't want to do that to Mike. So let me turn that off here for just a second. Let's go down here. Oh yeah, that count looks good. Alright, cool. And looked like they were being planted far enough down that you'll be alright. Grass is pretty hardy, especially when planting like this. Planting them like sod, they can be kind of iffy. I've done my fair share of sod work working with my brother, of course, who owns a landscaping company. So yeah, done my fair share of sod work, done my fair share of digging post holes and all of that for fencing. So I can only think about the bullshittery that goes into having to do something like this. I am very happy that I am not a farmer by trade. I don't mind doing some farm work every now and then. I actually was out with my boss's boyfriend today, chucking or bucking hay. Use the correct terminology. But I was out helping him today doing some stuff, so yeah, I'm actually surprised I'm awake, because at the time of recording we've been going for about an hour and it's 5 o'clock in the morning for me, so what is he? Getting some chaff in here. Hey Mike, do you want me to grab the bigger tractor and do that?
No, that's fine.
It's a little tractor that could. I love you, Mike. This does not have the greatest turn circle, so we'll go up here and we'll do 3 headland. Just so it's a little easier. We'll take a look at the map. Make sure that we are grabbing this nicely. I'll go back and pick up that corner and just whatever I end up missing. I don't want to pay the taxes here, per se. Especially when it's not my field to be paying taxes on. With my own field, I might leave a patch or 2 here and there, but with this again not being my field, I would rather not leave anything behind. Make sure that I actually grab that little bit of grass there. Had to look over and actually see if I had grass. That would not have been good. Planting wheat or something. Actually, what could I have been planting if wrong? Barley, canola. Radish. I love some radish. I don't think he would be too displeased with some radish. Oh boy, that would be interesting. Planting the radish. And didn't look like I grabbed that, and I missed a small patch there. So I'll go back and grab all of that. Compact the grass, you know, that's healthy for it. Totally. Swing right in here. Very good. Where did he run off to? He's up at the house, it looks like. According to the GPS. So, right now, basically, what I do is, because I am extremely lazy, I press 3, which is your cruise control on keyboard, and then I, of course, set the steering assist, and I just let it ride. But it allows me to check my map and all of that. Whoops. Hit the wrong thing. I meant to hit Charlie for my camera control, that being. All right. Wanna come down and grab this last little spike, basically, is what this has turned into. Take the spike and then I'll start doing my up and downs. There he is on his little dirt bike. Over here checking out his farm as it's being done, and if I keep on this trajectory, we'll come grab this real quick, and it's one last bit I've gotta come clean up. And yeah, we'll start doing our longitude passes, our long passes, not our headlands. Give some nice sweeping turns. The good thing about that turn is we'll get the implement straightened up. And we have one more pass besides our little tax session that we gotta go clean up. And yeah, we'll be out of Mike's hair, and she does not like turning. Don't wanna smack his bike. Pretty sure I ended up leaving just a touch of tax back there too. We'll go give it a good old smack. Then we want to grab right here at the corner here. We'll get that good right there. Alrighty, that's all done for you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries. Are you sure you don't want me to roll that cut over for the silage?
Nah. It's actually producing right now.
Is it compacted all the way? Do you know?
It's 27%.
Oh, well. I'll hit it a few times. I'll compact it for you. It'll take me all of 5 seconds to do with how heavy this is.
Trying to decide if I want this to get ready of this bit.
For the what?
Like, put it in, like, into, like, gravel.
Put this in the gravel, or?
Yep, this bit.
I mean, why would you... What would you do with the gravel? Just have it where it's not grass, or are you planning on putting something
Yeah,
on it?
thinking about putting another load of this stuff on it.
Another silage deal?
Yep.
I wouldn't. Just simply as this silage pit is going to last you a long time. I honestly would just kind of keep that grass bit.
Alright.
Just, it saves you money than having to bring rock in.
Yep.
That and it doesn't look too bad. But anyway, I'm gonna jump in here and I'll go compact that, and then I'll come back, cook up onto this, and I'll get out of here. And I'm gonna go do my
Alright.
field.
Okay.
Just like that. He's compacted. This thing's got a little bit of oomph when she's not loaded down. I like it. Alright, we're out of here. Back to my land, which I hate to say it, but we've seen more of his land today than my own land. I'm working the double shifts tonight. So we'll keep on the road that we're going down, and we'll shoot out by 59 and we'll turn left and yeah, we'll go all the way down here to 59. Thought about taking that left, but it ain't gonna really buy me much time. Alright. Finally, after a already pretty decent hard day's work, we are surprisingly only sat here at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we're here ready for my own chores, which is gonna be a little bit more of a hefty job compared to his. but that is okay. Good thing is we're both doing the same thing, so I don't gotta swap my stuff over. We'll do some 3 headland shorelines. That'll be perfect. We'll unfold this and lower it. And we'll figure out where they want this headland to start. I'm gonna try to get this guy going first before any of them. And there we go. The first one of our cut right here. Well, our cut, our farm. We ain't mining. This ain't a cut. But I'm actually very, very impressed with this tractor. She's got a pretty hefty trailer on it, and she's trucking along. Mighty impressed with it, actually. We'll come back and grab that little bit of tax right there. So one thing about corners is she gets a little angry. The line assists and all that, but that is all right. But anyway, yeah, hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this. I know there are a ton of new series coming to my YouTube channel right now. Of course, you guys saw yesterday WWE. I have now this. I'm just trying to branch out. I have had a lot of fun on Farming Sim previously. Of course, now I can actually make content on it, so it's awesome to be able to do content on this game. So yeah, it's just gonna be a ton of fun doing different type of content here for you guys. Some WWE, some Farming Sim, just a good bit of everything coming your way, which will be really cool. I'm gonna royally screw this up, but that's okay. We'll come back. We have a lot of stuff, and the fact that, well, I guess with that being high, if it were something like Mike's, his farm where it was laid down flat, I wouldn't mind leaving more tax, but with this being high, I don't want to leave too much tax. Actually cleaned up fairly well. But anyway, we are not even close to a single headland. Actually, we're getting there. This field is just a little bit bigger than his. This has been my pride and joy farm for a good while now. This farm has done me Very, very good. Done everything I've wanted it to do and more. So it's basically time to retire it, turn it into grass, and whenever I need it to come out of retirement, we will bring it out of retirement at that point and do whatever we find fit. So this headland's gonna be kind of planted a little bit odd there, but it's a kind of crappy thing about having a fence right here is I've had issues with it with other harvests. Trying to get a harvester down and through here has been interesting to say the least. But anyway, we are going to butcher that turn as well. It's a good thing we're turning this into grass. Grass cutting isn't necessarily got to be perfection. You just got to get it close. So yeah, that'll be good. Let's see. Talking about mowers, I need this guy, right? I believe so. That is my front attachment. I have the back attachments already, but I do want to grab the front attachment here, so I'm not missing a ton of grass per cut. I learned this the hard way. That, and I've also learned the hard way with that mower right there. There's a reason why Mike is keeping his flat and just on the ground and not stood up proper like that. It's because you knock it down, it's a pain in the butt. It's got to reset it and all of that. So, not fun. Gotta lower the cedar there, bud. There we go. That's better. Well, yeah. Man, oh man. This has been interesting. We've done a lot. And I mean a lot. I mean, there was some prep even before the camera started rolling that we had to do. Of course, getting everything bought. We had to, of course, prep these fields. So, what you guys didn't have to see is both of us having to do a harvest already. Got us a little bit of spending cash, which was very appreciated by both of us. But yeah, no, we've both been on the game for let's see, probably close to probably close to 3 hours already. So yeah, it's been a fight to get this series going, so I really hope that you guys are enjoying it so far. If you are enjoying, please leave a like, comment. If you're not already, please hit that subscribe button. It shows me that you guys enjoy what we do, and I know that Hannah is also doing her content as well, so that is why you don't hear both of us interacting, talking, and all that. This is a proper role play deal, so we're both just kind of doing our own thing, as they are recording, and of course I'm recording myself, so it's just easier to do our thing and keep it kind of as if you were watching our 5M roleplay, where it's just the creator talking with our audience, not dealing with other background commentary as well, even though myself and Hannah do a good bit together, even in DCRP, talking NVCs, just simply as we do enjoy each other's company within live streaming and that kind of stuff, and it's just easier for live streaming content to have someone to bounce some color commentary off of. So always nice having Hannah around to be able to do that with me, and so we're kind of doing a little bit something a little bit different, as we are kind of focusing on our own channels right now. And if you guys want to hear the normal banter and that kind of stuff, please do let us know. We'll, you know, try to accommodate the like phone call or, you know, CB radio banter, something like that, to kill some of the void of absent talking that I naturally do just every now and then. That, and it definitely would not kill me to have someone to bounce commentary off of. But yeah, just something different. Of course, it's a new year, so we're trying to do our own thing. Of course, you guys have already realized that I am trying to hit the content creation a whole lot harder than I have in the past numerous years. So that also includes this, some different games popping up. I'm going to be uploading fairly regularly, so if you don't like one game over the other, then don't worry. I will have a somewhat small rotation of games, but it is going to be frequently rotated through. So you'll see, you know, this video, and then the next video you will see maybe War Thunder or WWE, and then of course whatever game wasn't chosen, let's say I do WWE, then you'll get War Thunder, and then you'll get this game again. So you'll see this basically every 3 days, and or every 3 days or even every other or every 2 days. Just kind of depends on what I'm feeling that day and if I can get somebody to get on with me. Even though we do have it where, let's say, Hannah wants to get on and progress. Let's say that they were trying to do, or sorry, Mike was doing a harvest and we ended up getting off because, we hit 2 hours and we're just both tired. Um, if Mike wants to get back on, let's say the next day, do some recording to finish up the harvest, then that is okay. Um, we were doing another world where we did a lot of greenhouses, we did sheep, which I am, of course, going to do here, but we did a lot of kind of cheesy stuff where we focused really heavy on greenhouses. We had 6 greenhouses going, just doing lettuce. So we were making a ton of money, including wool, which was being turned into clothing. It was just an insane amount of money that we were able to produce. So we basically decided that, hey, we have shown that we can do this really well together. And I was kind of cheaping out, as I would do some stuff, but I wouldn't do the other stuff because it was just not on my want to do list. So, doing this where I am heading my own farm, and of course, Hannah playing Mike is on their own farm, it's going to force me to do stuff that I wasn't wanting to do. And granted, I am not doing the greenhouses. Greenhouses have been kind of blacklisted just simply as we found out very quickly on the other world, I'm going to call it, that greenhouses, if used properly, are so unbelievably overpowered. It just takes a ton of time for you to make profit. Well, not necessarily. It just takes time because you have to wait basically a full year before you can sell. So there is a lot of repetitiveness when it comes to sleeping, and we do our months at one day because it's just what we got used to on the other maps. So we don't mind doing a whole day in, 2 times speed or 1 time speed, just as we want to be able to get a lot of stuff done, be able to go to the next day or next month, and then be able to continue doing stuff, but also have time progress where, in the next month you could focus on fertilizing your fields now that they've been in the ground for a month, and not, one day go by and it's still September now, September 2nd. There's just a lot of downtime doing it that way. So personally, with my ADHD, I like to go. This is one reason why I don't like loading trailers per se. We did a lot of trailer hauling, of course, with the lettuce and greenhouses. wool. All of that is all production. So it is a lot of moving around, and it is something I am going to have to do here as well. Of course, with me doing sheep, I'll eventually get into the production of fabric to clothing, or wool to fabric to clothing. I will eventually get around to doing that, so I'm not just wasting the sheep per se. Will actually make money out of it. But even like clothing in itself, I'm going to sit on the clothing for a good while. I don't know why I'm stopped. But I'm gonna more likely put the clothing boxes into a storage, and once that storage is full, then I will go and sell it all in one day. I'll try to have Mike and another farmer that has yet to fly back into town. I'll have to have them come help me, because I'm gonna have probably a few hundred boxes, probably close to 500-600 boxes of clothing that I will have to then go and sell. It's going to be a lot of time, a lot of effort. It's going to suck, but it is just something that I am willing to do. Of course, keeping a hold of assets, because a lot of people will look at that and just be like, well, why don't you, every year do what you guys did with the lettuce? Well, just the simple thing is you only get about, we averaged like 16 boxes of clothing a year. And that is with 2 of those big modded sheep pens, the red building in front of you. 2 full of them. And every sheep pen, I believe, is 65 sheep. So that's, 130 sheep. And you only get 16 clothing boxes a year. So, yes, even though the boxes sell for like 35,000, it's a good chunk of change. But on top of me doing grass cutting and all of that, I don't know if that 16 box of clothing is going to be something that I am going to rely on really heavily, or if it's just going to be another source of income that will hit in a burst. So I don't know. And it could just be where I put it where shirts, or not shirts, but clothing auto sells, which of course where when one box of clothing gets made, then it will auto sell at just whatever it's being sold at that month. I could do that just to make it where the fabrication, that kind of stuff, isn't too overpowered, just simply because I am going very, very greedy, very money hungry, per se. A lot of my stuff is going to take a few episodes to get set up, get running well. But once everything is running well, once I have got the vehicles in order of what I need, of course with trucks and trailers, or like semi trucks and trailers, to be able to haul stuff around to sell points. I honestly may not earn a lot of money, because I'm going to be just like the rest of these guys, we're all going to be waiting for our sell points or the month that our product sell the best. And right now, what I'm doing is I'm kind of doing a double-headed attack right now. I am putting money into multiple things at this point. I have, of course, my production with silage, which will then turn into electric charge, methane, and then digest? No, that not digest. Whatever that is. Um, yeah. I'll learn how to say that down the road. Um, but I am putting that in, and I'll go show you the prices for all of that here once this field is done. But I'll then show you the prices of like clothing and that kind of stuff. Again, if you are new to Farming Sim 25, don't know what the prices look like, then let me show you. But I am kind of dual heading my approach instead of just specializing in one thing, kind of like how Mike is, where he is just doing his grass. Where he is going from grass into silage, where I am going and kind of splitting up my grass, where I will kind of tear this field in half. One half will go to silage, and then the other half will go to sheep. And I will just bulk store grass if I, you know, do too much grass. Because I will bale my grass, and I might. No, I'm gonna do square bales, just they're easier to work with. I was thinking possibly do round bales, but no, I don't want to deal with round bales. But yeah, that's just kind of that's gonna be what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna use this big field here, and we will end up possibly picking up 64 at some point, and we'll use this as like soybeans, something that sells decently, just on its own, not having to be made into other stuff like wheat being turned into flour, into cake, and all that. That's not my thing. And it's not something I am going to find interest in doing, having to do multi-step process, kind of like cake, where wool is linear, where it goes wool to fabric to clothing, where I think cake requires you to have chickens and all of that, which realistically I could do, because I then would need sugar, I think, for cake. I believe. I don't know exactly how cake's made, but it makes sense because it's all ingredients. Ooh, shoot. Sorry. Yawning over here. So, yeah, it's just gonna be one of those things that if you guys have any suggestions of what you guys want to see me do, I'm going to more or less only focus on sheep for now. I might pick up chicken. The reason I brought him up is because I might end up going with chicken down the road. Everything else, animal-wise, I personally am not going to do, just simply as I don't know if I would have the time and patience to make the food for animals, like the big animals like cows, horses, all that, because there is a mixture that you have to obtain by way of giving like their roots, their proteins and all that. I like being able to get on, do my thing, you know, do my little simple chores of cleaning out my sheep, because their wool is full, and feeding them, you know, doing my grass cutting every now and then. That is what I find enjoyable. I don't want to have to get a science degree and to be able to feed my animals. That's just not what I find enjoyable. I didn't like science already in school. I don't want to have to get a science degree to play farming sim. So I will keep with my sheep that take meadow, which they already have, and then of course grass, which we're planting right now. Other than that, I just want to have fun, want to chill with you guys, just kind of do our thing here within the Dreamcatcher Farming roleplay server, and we'll expand where we need to expand, of course, with like the sheep spinnery and the tailor shop and all of that. We'll expand that, but right now I'm content with where we're at for honestly a while, because once we get this going, this grown and populated with grass that we can cut, once we can get our sheep, I might end up turning this other field 64. I might end up cutting, or not necessarily cutting, but I might could end up going over and looking at lot 54 here once this is done as well. Because if lot 54 has nothing on it, it's just right up the way for me for when I have the extra money. But that, I believe, is just 6 acres of nothing. So I could turn that into my industry, or my industrial area, which could be really cool. Keep the original stuff here on the farm, and then anything else, like the tailor shop and all of that, hopefully we can afford without having to build them on site of the actual farm. But it'd be cool to have just a industrial area over there. Of course, I'll have to dump a lot of money into making sure that the area is flat, just so the construction of buildings doesn't give the area looking like it's built on terraces or different planes of altitude, because that would not look great and it would drive me up the wall. So yeah, we'll drive over. Actually, it's just right there. Wouldn't be too bad trying to level out, but yeah, we'll keep my eye right here, and like I said, turn that into a little bit of industrial. I know this person right here at 53 is gonna hate it, but it's alright. He doesn't like me regardless, and I don't like when I don't turn my cedar on too. I don't like myself right now. Whoops. Just wasting diesel over here, that's all. This time I'll actually turn my seater on. But yeah, that's kind of my plan. Is I want to be the production guy of this. I want to build up everything where I can go and help somebody with like doing wheat to flour and that kind of stuff. I can toss their stuff into mine and then I can go and deliver their flour or whatever they're doing to them. Of course, with a fee. A delivery fee, but it's not going to be something super over the wall. I'm not gonna charge them like 25,000 for a delivery fee. That's too much. But yeah, we are finally done with our little plot of land, which makes me very, very happy. So yeah, it's gonna be a blast of a time. But with that being said, we are reaching 2 hours that we have been recording, so I am going to send you guys off with a adieu. Take care, y'all.